I just feel like the way that things are happening, because a lot of people are saying, no, I'm not going, might as well not date. Amanga on a public platform, uti, yeah, dating these days is so exhausting. I'm not dating anymore, and then you rock up pregnant. That's the thing. Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me. If you have no idea who I am, my name is sooo, and this is a personal development channel for Black women. And if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. And I'm sure you're thinking, where has she been? Where has this bitch been at? But anyway, you guys, it is 2024 and I am back on the channel. No, I didn't abandon you guys. I just had a lot of things going on and I'm a very bad multitasker. So I'm not gonna lie and be like, oh no, I'm a very terrible multitasker. If you can hear the echo in this room, I moved. So I had to move apartments and I was caught in December. Decembering and all these things. So I've just really had a lot on my hands, and I know it's not nice to say, but I really just didn't have the capacity and the time to kind of like engage with you guys. But I am back. I'm back, and I hope that you embrace me with open arms, because a lot has been going on, you guys. A lot has been going on. What do we get into first? Oh my gosh. So a few weeks ago, I was trending on Twitter, and y'all know that is the worst place for anybody to be trending. I don't even have a Twitter. I can't remember the last time, I can't remember how many years ago was it when I deleted my Twitter, because it's like, no. So I was trending on Twitter, and I was trending over a video I made in 2021 where I was talking about, my little dating situations at the time, and I was talking about something that happened in my early 20s. By the way, I'm not justifying myself. When you're listening to this, I think, oh, she's making an explanation video. No, I said what I said, honey. And would I change anything about it? I would change not a single thing. So, but I was trending over the video because people were like, oh yeah, she just openly talks about cheating. This is a cheater, blah, blah, blah. I didn't really get into the comments. A lot of what I saw were screenshots that was sent to me from friends on WhatsApp, and I was just like, don't send it to me. Don't tell me. But also, I feel like when you're in the social media space and there's a way to kind of transmute that energy into something, trending is not such a bad thing, because the more the numbers go up, the more, But anyway, so I was trending over that. Let me have my coffee, guys, because I haven't eaten and I feel jittery. So I don't advise for anybody to have coffee on an empty stomach, by the way, but I'm actually still on the intermittent fasting lifestyle change that I was doing. There's a vlog that I did about that. If you've seen that already, I am still there. I did not change anything. Well, December kind of did disturb me a little bit, but I'm going to put the before and after pictures right here or whatever this space. I'm gonna put the before and after pictures so you guys can see my progress, and I'm so proud of myself. I feel like that's literally one of the biggest things that I'm proud of in 2023 was that just getting, it's not even about the weight loss, it's about creating a lifestyle for myself, because I have created so much structure in my life right now because I just needed it. I needed it, and I felt like becoming a life coach, I had to live the example of what I would be helping people kind of maneuver around. So definitely I've created a really good schedule for myself. I'm still on the intermittent fasting, and I am, we're going to gym, we're doing the thing, we're reading, we're journaling, we're doing the things. So I wanted to chit chat with you guys. There's a lot of things going on online. The sprinkle lady has taken over. The hypergamy girls are up. And I think maybe that's why they had to bring back the cheating video that I did, because then it's but even when they do find partners who have the funds, they're still going out and doing it. But that video missed a lot of context, so it was easily misinterpreted into something that again, I'm not gonna get into it because I'm gonna sound like I'm explaining myself and be like, oh no, I was 22 and the man was in his 40s, and also I had no business being with this man to begin with, and the man had other girlfriends and I was just one of the girlfriends, but I was made to feel guilty because I was supposed to be monogamous to this man that had multiple girlfriends just because the man had the funds.
Yes, my sister had a baby, and I took it over because she passed away, and then the baby lost its legs and its arms, and now it's nothing but a stump.
That's the gist. That is the gist of it. So yeah, it was missing a lot of context, but I also feel like we're in a place right now where the feminine and the masculine are fighting. They are. And I think that's why the sprinkle lady is like up right now. And I love her, by the way. I love Shira 7. But I also do feel like Shira 7 is, she's the type of woman that operates dominantly from her dark feminine energy, And I love dark feminine energy. In case you don't know the difference between light feminine energy and dark feminine energy, I'm not going to do like the whole explanation here, but I will put examples. So I also do feel like dark feminine energy is the protector of the wounded feminine, right? So the protector of the wounded feminine is the dark feminine energy, the selfish, the dark, I want what I want, I don't care what happens, I don't care if I'm lying and whatever. And like I said, I love dark feminine energy because I genuinely feel like I also operated from my dark feminine energy for a long time, and it did help me. It did help me because dark feminine energy loves money. Dark feminine energy likes things. Dark feminine energy is very about itself. And there's a time where tapping into that energy really just progresses your life. But I also feel like women are not meant to be operating dominantly from dark feminine energy. I feel like women are also caregivers and they're lovers and they're light and they're, you know what I mean? So yes, it's good to be in your receptive energy, and more than anything, it's good to know the difference between dark feminine energy and light feminine energy, so you know which one you have to tap into. But dark feminine energy, I do feel, is very reactive, whereas light feminine energy is creative. It's a creative energy, it's a nurturing energy, and it's a love energy. We love. So dark feminine energy is more of the selfish receiver, but also we have to be wary of what we are putting out there. When I used to make a lot of hypergamy content, I was making it from the dark feminine energy. And again, I am still very hypergamous, but I do feel like we're like closing ourselves off to love, right? We're closing because they're like, no, who needs love? You need money. And I get that. But we're closing ourselves off. But at the same time, we're closing ourselves off because there are not enough divine masculine men. There are not enough men where we feel safe enough to let our guards down and not react to what they're doing and not be like, oh, so you're doing this, I'm going to do this. I'm just going to do this, And I understand, yes, I've put out that message that they date for money. Again, for me, a prerequisite, English. So for me, the prerequisite of being, in a relationship with me or me engaging with you romantically is that you have to be someone who is a provider, right? But at the same time, we cannot lead with that and say, I don't care what is going on with this man or how he's whatever, and whatever is happening is whatever, as long as he's a provider. There are so many good examples of divine masculine men who make you feel safe, who make you feel protected, and you can finally just, you can just, and you don't have to constantly put up this thing of, okay, what am I getting out of this and how am I, and so yes, the transactional relationships right now, there's a lot of that content. I've put out that content. I probably will still put out that content because, again, I just feel like the way that things are happening, because a lot of people are saying, no, I'm not going, might as well not date. Ungakhuluma mangwe wathanda amadoda. Angeke uhlale ungajoli. Ungakhuluma amanga on a public platform uthi, yeah, dating these days is so exhausting. Angeke, I'm not dating anymore, and then you rock up pregnant. That's the thing. So I'm just like, live in your honesty and say, okay, cool, how do we pick better partners? You know, I've said this in the previous video where I was talking about Kiki Palmer and her situation and all these things and settling for the bare minimum. How do we choose better partners? And I also feel like there are not enough examples of the divine masculine. There are not enough Tony Gaskins. There are not enough like there's so much. Even my brother and I were talking about this. My brother's 18, but he was talking about how he would be so worried about his peers at school because they would take in so much red pill content. And red pill content is who's that bald guy? Andrew Tate, yes. Andrew Tate and the podcasters, and they're also in their wounded masculine. So it's easy for my brother then to see that, these people are in their wounded masculine, because he doesn't have to protect himself from the feminine. He's 18, he grew up around women who love him dearly, he grew up around women who love men, so he understands that he's loved, and he understands that now you don't have to be fighting women and going on podcasts and saying, these women, they're this, and this, and going back and forth with them. And another thing about going back and forth with people, I really just wanted to mention this, because I think that when people say things like, when one of my videos, trends or whatever, or it gets a lot of views or whatever, a lot of comments, and people say negative things about me and I don't address it, maybe it makes people seem like I'm going into a corner and I'm scared, or I didn't know what I was saying, or I don't explain myself, especially not to people who I can tell their intent is not to understand me. If your intention is not to understand me and I'm trying to explain myself, then what am I doing? Who am I talking to? And another thing, I wake up every day and I meditate and journal. If I'm going to be arguing with people online, it's counterproductive to what I'm trying to do and who I'm trying to become, by becoming like a divine feminine, calm type of woman who's very thought out. And yes, there's certain things that I say that don't really, that I would come back to and be like, oh, actually I should have said that differently, or I shouldn't have said that, or I should have, stuff like that. But it's part of growing. And I think, and a lot of people are coming for me when they see that I'm a life coach. And by the way, you guys, I'm in my practical phase of my life coaching, so I am taking clients. Once again, I think I did say this in the previous video, I am taking clients, but I don't take a lot of them. So if you email me, I can give you a slot. We can do a web consultation. We can do, we'll discuss it on email, and then I give you my rates, because like I said, I don't do it for free. If I went to school to pay school fees, you're gonna pay me for what I learned. But anyway, so people come for me a lot, and they're like, what kind of life coach are you gonna be? What kind of life coach? And that's why a lot of people are scared to be wrong. They're scared to go online and say something that then, someone then attacks their character or their integrity of what they do or what they're trying to say, and being someone who now understanding that helping people or trying to help people, guide them to their healing or guide them to whatever else, to their best versions, means that I'm shedding certain versions of myself as well. I may be wrong many times, I may be, which is why I really felt like it was so important for me to go and study life coaching. Because life coaching, you can just wake up and be like, me, I'm a life coach, yes, please. But I felt like it was very important for me, because I wanted to be able to understand what it was about, and and also just use it in my own life and help myself. So yeah, so I do feel like we are in a place where the divine masculine is, very rare. And this is why a lot of women are in their dark feminine, or a lot of women are very reclusive about their energy towards men, which I feel like it's a good thing, because men are energy vampires. Men are definitely, all of them, even the good ones, they're energy vampires. But I think it sounds so bad when I say it like that, but men generally receive a lot of their energy from women. So as a woman, if you're building into your man, and not building into your man being with a broke man, but if you're with a man who's receptive to your energy, you can watch their life transform, and just, I just feel like if you're a divine feminine, and I will say that I definitely am a divine feminine, if you're a divine feminine, you have to have men around you who are protectors and providers, and they understand what to do with your energy. It's not someone who makes you feel unsafe or unsure of yourself, because a lot of men, you know, are jealous. You know, men are jealous of us, guys. So again, I love men. I don't want somebody coming here and say, she just said that she likes men but she's bashing men. No, men, there are certain men who are very, very jealous of women, because they're just people who are generally will be jealous of your energy. You know, they'll be jealous of your divine energy. If they see a light in you, they try to dim it. They do, you know, and that's why a lot of men can stay in relationships with women that they know they hate, or women that they know they dislike, and just like dim that light. So you have to be very protected and sheltered and choose the type of men you keep around you when you are that type of woman. There are women who, you know, been saying about the sprinkle, that, oh, I can't, you know, I'm not that type, and it's okay. You don't have to force yourself to operate from your dark feminine energy. Just be sure that the people around you are not taking advantage of your light feminine energy. A lot of women who have had present fathers and speak well of their fathers, I can always tell from how when they speak well about their fathers, that the fathers are divine masculine energy. You know, I know with my grandfather passed away, I think in 2010. Yeah, I think he passed away in 2010. My grandfather was a divine masculine man. He was a very generous, kind, intelligent, just like poised man. And I had always said in my mind that, like, if I'm ever gonna get married or whatever, I'm going to be with someone like my grandfather. He was a very intelligent, highly just like, you know, engaging type of man, where when you're around him you can feel his light, you know. So people like that, and you know, a lot of men then don't have those examples. So that is why then being in a relationship with a man like that, it's very difficult for a light feminine person, because they do try to steal your light from you. They do try to drain you when you're with them. Even just like the physical act of, you know, having sex with them, you come back and you feel exhausted physically. You feel like you've been fighting, like, you know what I mean? And I think that's the end of my video, you guys, because I have a nail appointment and it's the 13th and tomorrow's Valentine's Day, period. And you know me, I'm a gracious receiver, so I'll be waiting to see what'll be happening. But anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching the channel. Thank you to the people that kept asking me, when is your next video? But I am back, and I am really planning, you know, big things for the channel. And yeah, you guys, so thank you for watching. If you're not already subscribed, please do press the subscribe button and like and share. Leave me a little comment and follow me on my other social medias. Like I said, I don't have a Twitter. Follow me on TikTok and Instagram. Even though, like, Instagram, I am kind of dodgy there on Instagram, because Instagram, I think a lot of us are feeling very strange about Instagram, because we're like, But yeah, do follow me there, you guys. And to the people that are interested in getting coached by me, you can leave me a little email right here. Thank you for watching. Mwah!